Hello, one and all present here. This is Amit Kumar Singh, and welcome everyone to my first introductory class on MS Excel. Guys, in this class, I'm going to just discuss about the basic Excel interface. So, I believe you have seen something like this. Definitely, you have worked a lot on MS Excel. You have seen an interface like this. We'll talk about this interface. Don't worry, I'll not teach you on this screenshot. I'm going to open an real MS Excel and I'm going to work on that to explain you each and every concept. So talking about MS Excel, when we talk about how I can open MS Excel, so first I want to concentrate how I can open an MS Excel. In order to open MS Excel workbook, so you must have lot of workbooks on MS Excel in your laptop. Okay, and I don't think so. You have never touched MS Excel ever in your life, so probably more or less either we are student or we are professional, definitely would have work on MS Excel. So if you have some already existing workbook in your my computer or in your folder, you can simply click on that. You can simply click on that, and once that workbook get open, you can simply press Control N. And if you press Control N to Control N, with that you can open new workbook. Okay, so or you can do control on N, or you can go to file. Under file you can click on new blank workbook. So if you do click on new blank workbook, you will find that you have a workbook which get open. Fine, so I hope you understood this. So shortcut to open new workbook is Control N, and if you want to close that, you can press Control W. You can press Control W, or you can press Alt F4. So by using Control N, or by using Control N, you can open new workbook, or by using Alt F4 or Control W, you can close the existing workbook on which you are working on. So I hope this part is clear. So you can open MS Excel workbook from any existing workbook, and you can start working on that. Otherwise, you can simply type here to search. Here you can write Excel, and once you write Excel, you don't have to complete writing. You'll find an universe having all the Excel template being available here. So you can simply click on some existing Excel workbook on which I was working recently. All that would be visible here. I can click on any of them, and then I can press Control N, or I can simply click on this Excel, and then probably I can find Excel workbook here. Clear everyone? Any doubt anyone? So just maximize if I do. So this is restore, and if I maximize this, I can find an Excel workbook. So this is another way to open Excel workbook. Okay. Other ways how you can open Excel workbook, you can create even a shortcut. Like if you see, I just created a shortcut called Control Shift Q. So the moment if I press Control Shift Q, okay, you can see this Excel workbook is open. So no need to open MS Excel by by any existing workbook, or typing Excel in your uh, the search option. So I just use the shortcut Control Shift Q, and you can see this Excel workbook get open. If I want to close it, Alt F4. So how I created this shortcut, if I tell you, so for that, very simple. Again, type here to search, come here, write Excel. Okay. And then when you find this Excel app, do right click and then use file location, click on that. And once you get into this platform under control panel, so here you can see Excel. Don't double click it to open it, and I don't want to open it. Then do right click, go to the properties. Okay, and under properties, the shortcut key, you can see shortcut key, and here it would be none, because I'm using the shortcut key called Control Shift key. That's why you can see the shortcut key. Otherwise, you might be, if you are using first time, you would see written called none. So from none, you just erase none and just write Control Shift Q, and then you press OK. So like suppose, just like for example, you can see none. Again, if I press Control Shift Q, okay, Control Shift Q, that is already there. maybe Shift Q or Control Alt Q, and then if I press OK, so then it will ask you, you need to provide administrator permission to change the setting. You press OK, continue, and then this is done. So then if I press Control Alt Q, so whatever the shortcut key, you can see this new Excel workbook got open. Clear everyone? So now this is another way to open MS Excel workbook. Then one more shortcut key to open MS Excel workbook. Press Window R, and if you press Window R, then under that write Excel, EXEL. Press Enter. Then again you can find Excel workbook. So under Window R, if you are working on Window R, so under Window R, if you are working on Window R, so under Window R, so if you press Window R, if you press Window R, so if you press Window R, here for opening Excel, MS Excel, you can write Excel. Okay, if you want to open PowerPoint presentation, if you want to open PowerPoint presentation, you write POWERPNT, and for MS Word, for opening MS Word, you can write for opening MS Word. What you can do, you can write 1 minute for opening MS Word, Word ENT 1 minute. So window R, WinWord. Okay, so if you want to open MS Word, you can to open MS Word, what you can do, you can use WinWord. So if you use WinWord, you can open MS Word from it. Window R, write WinWord. WinWord. Press enter. MS Word will get open. Clear everyone? Anyone, any doubt, any question? Everyone understanding, right? So if you want to open PowerPoint presentation, you can write POWERPNT, press enter. You can open PowerPoint presentation. If you want to close them, Alt F4, Alt F4. By using Alt F4, you can close them. Anyone, any doubt, any question? So I told you many ways to open MS Excel. Okay, so you can either open MS Excel by using Window R. Okay, you can use MS Excel by using Window R, or you can create shortcut to open MS Excel. 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 Okay, so how we do for that? You simply have to write Excel in the search option, type here to search, and then you do right click and then open file location, and then you under properties you can create the shortcut. Okay, or you can open MS Excel from some existing workbook which you might be using in desktop or any other platform. You just double click on them, and then you can open MS Excel from there. So the many ways are there to open MS Excel, or you can do a right click on mouse on desktop. Do right click. You can do right click on mouse from desktop. So you can do right click on mouse from your desktop. So from you do right click on your mouse from your desktop, then go under new, and when you go under new you can find Excel. Okay, so you can do this also to open MS Excel. You can do right click, simply use mouse, do right click, and you can find new. Under new, can you find MS Excel worksheet? And then you just double click on that. An icon will be formed on desktop, and then you can open MS Excel. Clear everyone? Anyone, any doubt, any question? So guys, this what whenever you open MS Excel workbook, this interface what you see, this we called as workbook. Okay, this interface we call this as workbook. Okay, so let me just talk about this interface. Okay, so that's why I just took the screenshot here. So whenever you open MS Excel, this at the top what you see, this is called title bar. This at the top what you see, we'll call this as a title bar. Okay, so here book one, book two, book three, like that would be visible depending upon if the first Excel workbook, whatever you'll open, that it will be visible as book one, and then simultaneously when you'll open more workbook, it will show book two, book three, book four, book five, like this. Okay, so the best thing, make it, give it a name. You can see this book 11. It doesn't look good, so if possible, give name whenever you're working on Excel. It's always be advisable if you can give a name to the book, book 11, book 12, and all. So book 12 means this is the 12th workbook which I have opened. Okay. So the best way what you can do, you can save this workbook. To save the workbook, go to File. Under File, you can click on Save As, and when you click on Save As, you can choose a location where you want to save this. Okay, so if I click on desktop, okay, then you give a file name to that. Okay, and then you can, by default it will save as type, okay, as Excel workbook. Okay, and then probably the file will get saved. You can give a name to that. Okay, and then you can, your file would be saved. So next time when you work on the Excel workbook, so it would open with that file name. You can see this. This file is shortcut ninja 001. So this is the workbook name. So it is coming with a name. So if you want to rechange the name, you can rechange the name. Go to File, then you can go to Save As, and then you can choose a location, and you can change this name to anything. You can change this name to Amit Kumar Singh. Anything you can change this name. Okay, and then next time whenever you'll open, it will open with that name. Okay, so by default, whenever we work on Excel, by default, whenever we'll work on Excel, it will, the Excel workbook, whatever we are working, it will by default will save with the extension card dot XLSX. That is the extension of Excel workbook. Whenever we'll save any Excel workbook, it will save with this extension card dot XLSX. Okay, so please remember this. Okay, so what you can do while saving the Excel workbook, if you feel that the workbook what you are working on, you can see this. If I do right click, if I check properties of that, you can check its properties. Type of the file, Microsoft Excel worksheet dot XLSX. So you can see that always you can, they are saved with that type called dot XLSX. Many times, if you feel that your Excel can be used in remote locations, okay, so or in outdated versions, if you want to save them, so if you want, you can save in other types like .xls format also. So go to File, under Files, you can save as, and when you're saving it, whenever you are saving it, you can change save as a type. You can put 97 2003, so old version of Excel. So the earlier version of Excel before 2007, when we are working on, we were working on 97 2003 workbook format. So in case if your system is now not updated, or if you're using older version of Excel, then probably when you try to open it, so when if you try to use it, then it may create problem for you. So you can see this, the older version, like I just now saved one workbook, right, with a name called old version. So you can see if I do right click, and if I check the property of this, it is dot XLS. You're getting it right. So you can see the difference between this and this. See the property of this, right click dot XLSX. So by appearance only, you can make a difference between them. Okay, now if you see this, this is micro enabled workbook dot XLSM. So you go and check in the property dot XLSM. Micro enabled workbook of Excel workbook are those where probably we are going to use macros. So we'll save them in macro enabled workbook format. Okay, so you can see the difference. So you can see the difference on them. So if you want to run macros on your workbook, so when we are saving those workbooks, so what we do, here save as the type, we'll do Excel micro enabled workbook format. We save with that type. Whenever we know that we have to work on macros, we have to run lot of macros. So macros and all, we'll talk about them when we'll work on developer tab. That time we'll talk about macros, more about them. So I hope you're understanding normal Excel workbook. When we are saving, they are saved with the extension .xlsx. Normal older version of Excel are saved. Older version of Excel are saved with the extension card .xls. And if you're working on macros, then it will save with the extension called .xlsm. So these are macro enabled workbook. These are macro enabled workbook. Macro enabled workbook. Clear everyone? So at the top, what you see, this is the title bar. So it's always advisable that when you are working on Excel, please save this Excel workbook with some name. This what you see, this is called quick access toolbar. This is called quick access toolbar. This is called quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar basically it consists of those commands which you need very frequently. So we'll assemble all of them together so that individually you don't have to search ribbons in case of requirement. So you all of them all together. Then this file, home, insert, page layout, view, help, whatever you see, we'll call them as tab. We'll call them as a tab. We'll call them as a tab. Okay, under this tab, you can see these are your groups. These are called groups. This what you call this we call as a group. Okay, so these under these tabs you have lot of groups. Okay, you have lot of groups you can see. So the different ribbons like merge and center, conditional formatting, whatever you see, we'll call them a ribbons. You see them, we'll call them as a ribbon. So if I click on insert, you can see pivot table or table, illustration, recommended chart, 3D map, line, columns, spark lines. These all are ribbons. Okay, these ribbons all together are present in the form of groups. Clear everyone? So if you want, you can make ribbons visible. If you want, you can hide them by using Control F1. If I press Control F1, you can see ribbons become hidden. Again, if I press Control F1, again the ribbons become visible. You can do the same thing here. Right click, collapse the ribbon. Okay, again right click, then again ribbon came. So you can see this, right? It's very easy. So remove from quick customize quick access toolbar. Okay, we'll talk about customizing and all. We'll discuss about them. Okay, then show quick access toolbar below the ribbons. You can see. Can you see the difference? Earlier, where was the quick access toolbar? Now, can you see the difference? You just do right click, then show quick access toolbar above the ribbon. Clear everyone? So after the ribbons, you have the tab. So one of you can even customize the tab also. Okay, so the one of the tab which is not visible here right now is developer tab, under which we'll write lot of macros. Alt F11. So you can see these are macros. We'll talk about macros. Normally for writing macros, we use our developer tab. So to make developer tab visible, you can go to Excel options and you can make them visible. We'll talk about them later on. So right now you should know about quick access toolbar. You should know about title bar. You can see this. This is minimization. Okay, this is restore. This is for closing. Clear everyone? Okay, then this what called name bar or address bar. So here this is called name bar. This is called name bar. This is called name bar or address bar. We'll call them as name bar or address bar. This is your formula bar. So any mathematical formula, whenever we are working on Excel, will do. You can see the address of those formulas in the formula bar. You can see name bar, something is written A1. So A1 basically means what is A1 and all. You can see this is called cell. Whatever we do under the Excel workbook, we'll do everything under worksheets. You can see you have sheet one, sheet two. You can open as many sheets if you want. So these are sheets. Okay, so you'll work on these sheets, and these sheets are made up of cells. These sheets, when you see in Excel, these sheets, when you see them in Excel, they are made up of cell. Okay, and this cell is made up of row and column. The alphabets, what you see, these alphabets, what you're seeing, these alphabets are column. These alphabets, what you're seeing, these are column, and these numbers, what you're seeing, these are rows. Okay, so in Excel, you have 16,384 columns and you have 10,48,576 rows. Okay, so when we see the address bar, so when we see the address bar, so wherever whichever cell you are right now presently located, the location of that cell you can see in address bar or name bar. Okay, and if you do any mathematical operation in Excel, which we do with equal to sign, that you can see in formula bar. If I write equal to 56 plus 67, so this is the address bar. So you can see the address bar, where in address bar I'm trying to do sum. Then if you see the formula bar, where you can see the formula what I'm applying. Okay, and then you can see in down you have something called status bar, where in the status bar you can see this status bar. Now it's visible already. So no macros are currently recording. Click here to begin recording, and macro, these are status bar. Okay, so whenever you do perform any mathematical operations, anything, the status bar will become more active. Okay, so when we work on Excel, the status bar become more active. Okay, so depending upon the whenever we are trying to perform any mathematical operations and all, so automatically we make our status bar to become active. Okay, so then what you can see here, you can see the sliding option here, the sliding option. Manually, if you want to check how many columns are there in Excel, all alphabets are there in the name of Excel columns. So if you want to check how many columns are there, the last column is except D. So if like this, you can use them. Okay, similarly, to check the rows, you can use this sliding bar for the rows. So the last row is 10,48,576. If you want to move by using cursor, okay, or by using mouse, you can use it like this way. Okay, then at the down, you can see this zoom in, zoom out. So by default, it is always at 100%. Okay, so when you talk with zoom, so the minimum zoom in you can do is 10%, and the maximum zoom out what you can do, that is 400%. You can see this zoom in, zoom out. The maximum you can do is 400%, and minimum you can do is 10%. And on average basis, or by default, whenever you work on Excel, it is always visible at 100%. Clear, everyone? Anyone have any doubt, any question? Please use the comment option to ask your doubts, your questions if you have. So this is the Excel interface, what you can see. So in this Excel interface, you can open as many worksheets as you want. Okay, in this Excel interface, you can open as many worksheets as you want. If you want to move from left, from right to left in the worksheet, if you want to move from right to left in the worksheet, you can use control page up, okay, as a shortcut key to move from right to left in the worksheet. And if you want to move from left to right in the worksheet, you can use control page down. So you can use the shortcut key called control page down, control page up to move from one sheet to another sheet. So control page up, page down. You can see this. Now in sheet 8, sheet 7, sheet 5, sheet 4, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 1, then control page down. So to navigate from one sheet to the another sheet, you can use control page up. You can use control page down to save as the workbook. I told you, whenever you open the Excel workbook, the first thing what you should do is to please save that Excel workbook. So for that, you can go to file, under file, you can go to save as, okay, and then you can choose the location where you want to save. By default, whenever you're saving, it will always save as the type called Excel workbook. Okay, so you can change this to 97 2003 workbook or macro enabled workbook depending upon your application on which you are basically working on. So the shortcut key for save as is Alt FA. So the shortcut key is Alt FA. You can use Alt FA and then you can save as the file. Once your file is saved, Excel workbook is saved, and whatever the continuous work what you do in Excel workbook, you can keep saving it by pressing Control S, Control S, Control S. So Control S or under File, then Save. So that you can do. Or here you can see at Quick Access Toolbar, this Save option is there. You can click on that. So you can, by default, you can say that this is save. You can see this, that is save. Okay, so you can see this is save. This is the save command. Clear, everyone? You can use this. You can use this for saving whatever work you're doing. You can keep on saving it by simply pressing Control S, or you can press this. The work will be saved. Okay. So this interface, what you are seeing, you can change the color of this interface also. For that, you can go to File. Under File, if you go to Options, okay, under Options, can you see this interface? So Office theme is colorful. I can make it black and press OK. Now you can see this. Now the theme, the background theme has changed to black. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, so you can change the theme of that. Now if I press enter, so whenever I'm pressing enter, I can go down in Excel. By pressing enter, I can go down. You can customize this also. If you go to Excel options, Alt F3, and if you go to advanced, under advanced, when you go, if you see this, here's written editing option. After pressing enter, move selection direction. Here by default is down. If I make it up or left or right, if I press OK, but next time when I press enter, it is not going down, it is actually going up. Because I've changed it. So Alt F3, okay, and you can go there and go to advanced, then directions, you can make it down. So it will be down. So Excel option, go to file, under file, go to options, Excel options. Here, whenever I'm opening Excel, by default here I have made the two sheets to open. I can make it 10, I can make it 1, whatever I'll make. Suppose if I make it 7, so next time when I'll open Excel, Control N, so then the 7 sheet will open. You can see Control N, 7 sheet will open. Okay, because I have customized it to make it 7 sheets to open whenever I'm working on Excel. So by default, if you understand, more or less, whenever we are using updated versions of Excel from 2007, okay, so by default, only one sheet used to open. Earlier, three sheets used to come. Now we have only one sheet open. So you can continuously work on Excel to understand them. These sheets what are opened, you can rename this sheet. You can rename this sheet like Amit Singh. Okay, you can rename this. So it's always look good if you have sheets renamed. You can rename to marketing, business, finance, human resource. Okay, then physics. You can rename them. So okay, you can put color also. If you look good, you can color them. Can you see this? You can color them. So tab color, you can color them. So all this, it look much more better. Okay, so you can customize your quick access toolbar. You can even customize the tab of your name also, that I'll teach you. You can make these tabs visible, these tabs invisible. Okay, so you can understand this all together in Excel workbook. You have worksheets, and under the worksheets, whenever you are working on Excel, you work on cells. You work on cells, and these cells are made of row and column. Okay, and when you see Excel, you have the last row, that is 10,48,576, and the last column is XFB. So you can see this part. Ask me if you have any doubt, anyone. So cells and all I talked about, I told you 10,48,576 rows you have. Okay, and you have 16,384 columns you have in Excel, and the last column is XLB. XLB is the last column. Clear, everyone? Any doubt, anyone? Please ask me question. So this much from the today class. This is our first introductory class in MS Excel. We'll discuss more in our next class. Okay, so stay tuned for the next class. I'm very happy to see you again for the next class. So thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye, everyone.